Hey everyone, this is Kunal from Digit, and today we have the HTC One E8. This is the polycarbonate version of the M8. So it sports a Snapdragon 801 quad-core processor, which is clocked at 2.5 gigahertz. There's 2 GB of RAM. There's a 13 megapixel camera, and now HTC have they've changed the Duo system as on the M8, and instead of that they put a 30 megapixel camera with an LED flash. This is again a unibody design and it looks as sleek as the original M8. Apart from the metal body, it is exactly the same. We have a 5-inch display, which is a Super LCD 3 Full HD display. It is quite smooth and the touch response is excellent on it. You also get a front 5 megapixel camera, the 2 boom speakers from HTC, which give awesome volume on your music or videos, whatever you fancy. If we look at the design, like I said, it's as sleek as the original M8. The power button has been shifted to the top, and you see there's a nice color accent. So we've got the dark gray color, and you get like nice golden accents on it. So on the power button as well as the camera and the LED flash, you get a nice golden touch to it, and also the logo. It gives a really nice premium feel to it. The smartphone is priced at about 34,000, and this is probably the cheapest Snapdragon 801 equipped smartphone. And it certainly feels really good in the hand. It's not that heavy at all. This comes in a dual SIM version. So let me just quickly show you the SIM slot. As you can see, you get a double nano SIM kind of a slot, so you can put 2 SIMs at the same time. Let me just put it back in. Oops, the other way. This is a 16 GB version, and you also get a micro SD card slot. So there's another slot on the right where you can put your micro SD card, and this does support up to 128 GB micro SD cards, which is a lot. So you get ample of storage options on the device. You also get 50 GB of free Google Drive storage on the device. So how does it compare in size? Let me just bring in a few phones. So this is the LG G3, which is actually a 5.5-inch device. Now if you look at it, the G3 is obviously wider to compensate for the 5.5-inch display, but it is almost as thin, and even the height is almost as same as the E8. So LG, they've reduced a lot on the bezels and everything. So again, one thing on the HTC E8, if you don't like larger bezels, if you're very into thin and very slim bezel, probably the G3 is quite good on the slim bezel part. Bringing in maybe a slightly smaller device, this is the Xperia Z1 Compact. Now this is a 5.3-inch device, and compared to a 5-inch device, it is obviously smaller, but again the bezels on the Z1 Compact are way too big. So yeah, it does feel slightly good in the hand having a smaller device, but to be very honest, this isn't the E8 is not so bulky and not so huge. So comparing with other phones, the HTC One E8 is actually not bad. It's quite usable. Of course, one-hand operations can be a slightly bit of a pain, but overall it works perfectly fine. Coming to the software, it runs on Android 4.4.2 KitKat with Sense 6, and this is the latest UI from HTC. You get Blink feed on it, so you can directly go to your social media, you get your news, so everything is collaborated on your first home screen. You also get the similar HTC unlocking gestures. So if I double tap, I can the screen will wake up. If I just slide, I can directly open up to my home screen. Or if I swipe to the right, it brings me to Blink feed. So yeah, pretty smooth on the software part thanks to the great hardware on board. KitKat with the new UI looks perfectly fine, exactly the same as the HTC One M8. So yeah, if you're looking for something like more less of a metal body, but you want a similar experience of the M8, the E8 is a perfect option, to be very honest, and very we are still testing the device. We think there's not a much difference between the two. So yeah, we'll be doing a proper review of the device, so do check out for that, and stay tuned for more.